Imagine a young woman ripped from her family and homeland, sold into slavery in a foreign land. Her name was Anastasia, but history would remember her as Roxelana. Now, imagine that same woman rising through the ranks of a powerful empire to become the wife of the Sultan himself, wielding influence never seen before. Her journey was not just one of survival, but of extraordinary transformation. This is the incredible and true story of Roxelana. Born in the early 16th century in what is now Ukraine, she was captured by Crimean Tatars and sold into the Ottoman Empire's slave markets. Roxelana, also known as Hurrem Sultan, achieved what no woman before her had in the Ottoman Empire. She captivated Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent with her intelligence, wit, and beauty. She went from being a slave, a mere possession, to becoming one of the most powerful women in the empire, to becoming the legal wife of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, the most powerful ruler of his time. Their marriage was a groundbreaking event, as sultans traditionally did not marry their concubines. This was an unprecedented feat, shattering centuries of tradition, and forever altering the dynamics of the Ottoman court. Her influence extended beyond the harem and into the political sphere. Her journey from the fringes of the empire to the heart of its power is a testament to her cunning, ambition, and undeniable charm. She was not just a passive figure, she actively engaged in state affairs and was a trusted advisor to the Sultan. But it is also a story of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome even the most insurmountable obstacles. Roxelana's life was marked by personal tragedies, including the loss of her children, yet she remained resilient. The tale of Roxelana is not just a historical account, but a window into a world of intrigue, ambition, and the pursuit of power in one of history's most fascinating empires. Her letters to Suleiman reveal a deep and complex relationship, filled with both political strategy and genuine affection. It is a story that continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human will can triumph. Roxelana's legacy lives on, not just in history books but in the cultural memory of the Ottoman Empire. Her life is a powerful reminder that the most unlikely individuals can rise to greatness, and that the human spirit is capable of achieving the extraordinary. Roxelana's story is a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. Born somewhere in the eastern stretches of Europe, likely in what is now modern-day Ukraine, Roxelana's early life was brutally interrupted. She was just a teenager when Crimean slave traders captured her, tearing her away from her family and homeland. She became part of the vast Ottoman slave trade, a network that spanned continents and fueled the empire's insatiable appetite for human commodities. Young Roxelana, likely chosen for her beauty and intelligence, was destined for the Sultan's harem in the grand city of Constantinople. The harem, far from being a place of mere pleasure, was a complex microcosm of Ottoman society. It housed hundreds of women, concubines, servants, and even the Sultan's mother and sisters, all vying for power and influence within the confines of the palace walls. It was here, in this intricate web of alliances and rivalries, that Roxelana's story truly began. She arrived as just another nameless girl, stripped of her identity and freedom. Little did anyone know that this young woman, hardened by hardship and fueled by an unyielding spirit, would soon rise to become one of the most powerful figures in the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman court was a world built by men, for men. It was a place where power and influence were tightly held by the Sultan and his male advisors, creating an environment that was both formidable and exclusive. The grand palaces and opulent settings were a testament to the might and authority of the male-dominated hierarchy. Power rested firmly in the hands of the Sultan and his male advisors, who made decisions that shaped the empire. These men were the architects of the Ottoman legacy, their influence extending far beyond the palace walls. They were the gatekeepers of authority, and their word was law. While women, even those of high status, were largely relegated to the shadows. Their roles were confined to the private spheres of the harem, where their influence was limited and their voices often unheard. Despite their proximity to power, they remained on the periphery, their lives dictated by the whims of the men who ruled. For Roxelana, a slave girl with no lineage or connections, the challenges were immense. She entered this world as an outsider, a foreigner with no claim to status or privilege. Her journey was fraught with obstacles, each one a test of her resilience and determination. she had to contend with the established hierarchy of the harem, a complex social structure where seniority and the sultan's favor dictated one's standing. The harem was a microcosm of the larger court, with its own rules and power dynamics, where seniority and the sultan's favor dictated one's standing. The women of the harem were in constant competition, each vying for the sultan's attention and the privileges that came with it. It was a world of intrigue and rivalry, where alliances were fragile and trust was scarce. Rival concubines, jealous of her beauty and quick wit, posed constant threats. They saw her as a rival, a threat to their own positions and ambitions. The harem was a place of both camaraderie and competition, where friendships could quickly turn into enmities. Yet, Roxelana possessed an uncanny ability to adapt and thrive in this cutthroat environment. Her determination and resourcefulness set her apart, allowing her to navigate the complexities of the harem with a deftness that belied her origins. She quickly mastered the Turkish language and Ottoman customs, immersing herself in the culture of her captors. This linguistic and cultural fluency became one of her greatest assets, enabling her to communicate and connect with those around her on a deeper level, shedding the remnants of her past life and embracing the culture of her captors. Roxelana's transformation was not just superficial, it was a complete reinvention of herself. She became a true Ottoman in every sense of the word, and this new identity gave her the strength to pursue her ambitions. Her intelligence and sharp wit captivated those around her, earning her a reputation as a woman of substance and depth. She was not just a pretty face, she was a force to be reckoned with, and her presence commanded respect. And she soon caught the eye of Sultan Suleiman himself. The Sultan, known for his discerning nature, was drawn to Roxelana's unique blend of beauty and intellect. Their connection was immediate and profound, setting the stage for a relationship that would change the course of history. Roxelana understood that knowledge was power. She dedicated herself to learning, absorbing everything she could about the workings of the court and the empire. Her thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and she used this knowledge to her advantage at every turn. She immersed herself in the intricacies of court politics, becoming a keen observer of the power plays and strategies that defined the Ottoman court. Her insights and observations became invaluable, allowing her to anticipate and influence the decisions of those around her. Learning the art of diplomacy and intrigue, Roxelana became a master of subtlety and persuasion, using her skills to navigate the treacherous waters of court politics. She knew when to speak and when to remain silent, when to push and when to pull back. She cultivated relationships with influential figures, building a network of allies and supporters who could help her achieve her goals. These relationships were carefully nurtured, each one a stepping stone on her path to power, using her charm and intellect to win their favor. Roxelana's ability to connect with people on a personal level was one of her greatest strengths. She made others feel valued and understood, and in return, they offered her their loyalty and support. Slowly but surely, Roxelana began to carve out a space for herself in this male-dominated world, defying the limitations placed upon her. Her journey was one of perseverance and ingenuity, a testament to her indomitable spirit, defying the limitations placed upon her. Roxelana's story is a powerful reminder of the strength and resilience of the human spirit, and her legacy continues to inspire those who seek to overcome the odds and make their mark on the world. Roxelana's relationship with Suleiman was the key to her rise. She was not just another concubine in the Sultan's harem, she was a woman of remarkable intellect and charm. Her journey from a captured slave to the most powerful woman in the Ottoman Empire is a testament to her extraordinary abilities and strategic mind. The Sultan, known for his military prowess and love for the arts, was immediately smitten by her beauty and intelligence. Suleiman, often referred to as the Magnificent, was a ruler who appreciated both the sword and the pen. His court was a hub of cultural and intellectual activity, and Roxelana fit perfectly into this vibrant environment. But Roxelana offered him more than just physical attraction. She was a woman of substance, someone who could engage him in meaningful conversations and challenge his thoughts. Her presence was a breath of fresh air in the often stifling atmosphere of the royal court. She was a sharp conversationalist, well-versed in poetry, music, and current affairs. Her knowledge and insights made her an invaluable companion to Suleiman, who found in her a kindred spirit. They would spend hours discussing literature, philosophy, and the affairs of the state, forging a bond that went beyond the physical. She engaged him in intellectual debates, challenging his opinions and offering fresh perspectives. Roxelana's ability to hold her own in these discussions earned her Suleiman's respect and admiration. She was not just a passive listener, but an active participant in shaping his thoughts and decisions. Their bond deepened, blossoming into a love story that would become the stuff of legends. Their relationship was not just a fleeting romance, but a profound connection that stood the test of time. They shared a mutual respect and admiration that was rare in the annals of royal history. Aware of the ephemeral nature of a sultan's affections, Roxelana sought to solidify her position. She knew that beauty alone would not secure her place in the sultan's heart or the court. She needed to be indispensable both to Suleiman and to the empire. She learned to read and write, a rarity for women in the harem, and began to educate herself in various subjects. This self-improvement was not just for her own benefit, but a strategic move to make herself more valuable to Suleiman, and began exchanging passionate love letters with Suleiman. These letters were not just expressions of love but also contained political insights and witty observations. Through these letters, Roxelana was able to influence Suleiman's thinking and decisions, subtly guiding the course of the empire. These letters, filled with witty observations, declarations of love and political insights, further strengthened their bond and allowed Roxelana to influence the Sultan's thinking from within. The written word became a powerful tool in her hands, enabling her to maintain her influence even when she was not physically present. Beyond her personal relationship with the Sultan, Roxelana understood the importance of public perception. She knew that to truly secure her position, she needed the support and admiration of the people. Her actions were carefully calculated to build a positive image and win the hearts of the populace. She used her newfound wealth and influence to engage in charitable works, sponsoring various projects that would benefit the common people. Her generosity was not just an act of kindness, but a strategic move to solidify her position within the empire, sponsoring the construction of mosques, hospitals, and other public buildings. These projects not only improved the lives of the people, but also served as a testament to her benevolence and commitment to the welfare of the empire, and soup kitchens throughout the empire. These initiatives ensured that the needy were taken care of, and that Roxelana was seen as a compassionate and caring figure. This not only earned her the respect of the people but also solidified her image as a pious and benevolent figure within the Ottoman court. Her actions and influence extended far beyond the walls of the palace, leaving a lasting legacy that would be remembered for generations.